they struggle. They struggle for so many different reasons. So people are the lifeblood of an organization, but then also they're the weakest link. And part of any challenge is to see how you can put things in place to help your individuals grow. And other parts is just kind of having those tough conversations. It is, I don't know, it is, yeah, hard. So you guys are hearing my ramble about what's going on in my world. But with everything that's happening, I think one of the things I'd love to stress is the fact that I say to everyone, whatever you're going through right now, whatever challenge, whatever stresses, whatever negative things or positive things that's going on in your life, remember that whatever you're going through is the price that you're paying for your aspiration. And that's, for me personally, that's what keeps me going. It's like, things again, like really messy, or like so much stress because there's loads going on, or we've got another contract, yes, but you just have to remember that actually this is what you wanted. This is like part of the vision. Like, if you're going to go in, if you want to become a manager or a leader within your organization, you're not just going to get a fancy job title and extra money. You're going to get extra responsibilities as well and extra expectations. So every new level is a new devil. It's just have to remember that. And the thing is, you just have to like continuously, and I continuously have to find ways to up my game, to be better, to be stronger, to be faster, to be more critical, to be more supportive. And it's not the easiest thing when there's 101 things happening. And yeah, I mean, also it's about kind of building a toolbox of support. So I often say to people, I don't feel like the boss anymore. I get told what to do, what to say, where to be. And that's how it has to work in some ways, because yeah, it can be too much, lots to handle, especially because on a personal level, I also have kind of dyslexia and dyspraxia. So what that means for me is kind of organization, spelling, grammar are not my greatest gifts. They're not my gifts. They're not my strengths. So I outsource that to the team. Like, I focus on what I'm strong at. So that's what I recommend for anyone else. Whilst I'm, thinking about other things to say, I think this is a really amazing point for me to point out several things that we're pushing. The first is, if someone who is on universal credit that is age 16 to 24, point them in our direction, because we actually have amazing job opportunities for them. We have another 100, I think we'll have another 80 roles we're trying to fill across the United Kingdom. So point them in our direction. The second thing is, if you are graduating this year, or someone that is graduated this year or graduated from a bachelor's last year, then once again, point them in our direction, because we are recruiting 15 young people into investment banking, front desk roles, trading, global strategy, debt derivatives. These are roles that traditionally are not diverse. So, when we talk about wanting our people, you look like us, you are from the same backgrounds, to start to get roles in these places, kind of going through a generation success program or recruitment stage is one of the best ways to do that, because we are working, we really focus hard on leveling the playing field from people from diverse backgrounds. The other thing I've been told to kind of share with you guys, I get told what to do, is the fact that we've got our how to get a job in investment banking event on the 23rd of July. So I'd say to you guys, you need to register, because not only is it an event, you will get to meet some recruiters within the investment banking sector, And I think 7 young people will be supported over the course of the year through mentors, coaching. They'll get some books and guidance as to how to get that job in investment banking. So those are the things that we'd say. Come check out the Generation Success website about and register. I mean, we've the other thing I should say is, if you are a student or unemployed, we also have this student fellowship program, which is all about kind of matching people to mentors, coaches, and all that type of stuff. It is one of the best programs for anyone who's looking to get a head start into employment. Because one of the things I've seen, having worked with 10,000 young people and also having engaged with 200 of the UK's most senior leaders, is the fact that those who try to do it by themselves often struggle and often lack the guidance and direction required to succeed. Like, the difference between success and failure or being where you want to be is very, very small. People don't realize that. So the program is there to give you the mentoring, the coaching, the training, the access to industries and careers that you may not have by yourself. You see, even in some industries, 35% of jobs is through word of mouth. So if you don't have the networks and you don't have the support systems and the people who are going to champion you, you already start your job search at a 35% disadvantage. And an example of the training that we provide is, on a monthly basis, we do a CV drop-in session called a Getting Hired series. And we have kind of different recruiters who do like a 30-minute workshop. And then you have a breakout session with our panel of volunteers who are in industry, often recruiters, to then go through some of that lessons in more detail. Like, I don't like, yeah, it's really frustrating when people have these opportunities for support and then they don't take it, and then they send like 300 applications and get rejected. And they get rejected because, like I said, the difference between an acceptance and a rejection is so small. It can be as simple as having one letter in your CV that's wrong. It can be as simple as having a gap in your experience, but they're not sending a cover letter to explain that. There are so many reasons why people don't get into jobs, don't succeed with their aspirations. And unless you are really granular with that, unless you get the right support, your chances are slim. And this is why it annoys me when people say to me, James, I'm struggling. Actually, there's two things that annoy me. When people say, James, I'm struggling. I'm trying my best. I'm doing everything I can to get a job within X industry. And I'm like, okay, tell me about it. Like, people often say, I'm struggling, I'm doing my best. And then when you really dig into that, you'll find actually their best is not really their best yet. It's an example is often with students, they'll say, I'm working so hard at university and I'm not getting grades. And they'll be like, oh, what does hard mean? And they'll be like, well, when I was at college, I could just turn up and I'll get good grades. Now university actually have to show up. You see the difference? Like, that you can say a word, it's so hard, but what does that really mean? Like, you have to really question yourself. The quality of our lives is determined by the quality of the questions that we ask ourselves and our values and beliefs on those answers. Like, if you see it as hard work, or if you see that you have a tough life, you are just going to be taking actions and viewing the life. You'll be taking actions as if the life is tough. You'll be struggling in that motion. And the other thing that really annoys me is when people are like, James, you got great contacts, get me a job. And I'm like, I don't even know you. I mean, I might know you. You might have great attitude, but like, how can you ask someone to get you a job? Like, we put people in front of the employers, and it's up to them to take the opportunity. And what we find is that, and what I've seen, which is annoying, is that we'll have some young people who get offered an opportunity. They say something, but the actions are totally opposite. Like, we've had a young lady, this is years back, who came to a speed mentoring event. And it was I think it was at Denton's. We did it. And one of the lawyers from McFarland's came, and he did the speed mentoring round. And then he offered her a paid work experience at McFarland's. Like, amazing. And then she never turned up. Like, can you imagine how many people who are watching this, who know who McFarland's are, would bite her hand off or slap her up for not taking this opportunity, because it doesn't really happen like that. And he gave her this opportunity because he was really impressed with who she was, who she was, all the challenges that she came from. And because of her self-limiting beliefs, she didn't take this opportunity. Her self-limiting beliefs were thinking that actually I might not, they might think I'm stupid. I might not fit in. I might not this. I might not that. So this is why, as an organization as well, we don't just focus on giving people the skills, the access, and the training required to get into a job. The other thing that we really focus on is about the values and beliefs, instilling a mindset that you are enough, a mindset that you can walk into any job interview and they would see the value that you bring into the organization, a mindset that you can add value to any situation, and a mindset that you deserve to be in that room, and a mindset that having a seat on the table is not enough, but that actually being the table, creating opportunities, is what you're all about. Now, there's a difference. There's a difference between having a seat on the table and being a table. When I got that personally, my life changed. You see, having a seat on the table, and some people have said, and they're probably going to articulate it a lot better than I do. But having a seat on the table is like us asking for permission to be on that seat. Being that table is us being the person that creates the rules. It's us not asking for permission, but saying, actually, you are sitting on my table. I'm not asking to be on your table. I am the table. You see the difference in how I said that and how I acted in that, and how I'm coming across when I'm like, I am the table. You're coming on my table. And that's the mentality when you walk into that room you should have, because you walk in with more purpose, you walk in with more swagger. You are the attractive character that they say, oh, that's the person we want in our business. So that's the type of mindset that we try to instill in the people who are part of our community. And the fact is, the reason why we call it a community is that it is a community. It's a community of over 10,000 amazing young dream hunters. The reason why that community is important is because our networks, the people that we're around, impact how we think and how we see the world. You see, there are some people who unfortunately don't have people in their lives that are supportive of their dreams. That when they say, I want to do this, I'm studying this, or I'm going to apply for this job, that they're like, what are you doing? Like, people from our background, people who look like us, will never get a job there. It puts them off from actually applying. There are some people who unfortunately don't have actually anyone to talk to. So you either have people who put you down, or you have people who just aren't there. And this is why being part of a community like Generation Success, where everyone, we call them dream hunters, everyone is driven, is ambitious, is trying to succeed, is so important, because that actually makes you up your game. You can't turn up to a conversation and be like, I want to get into law, and then expect a prize around around a community of people who are like, I want to get into law and this is what I'm doing about it. Like, yes, you just need to join. You just need to come to one of our events. You just need to be part of this community to see what I mean. What being part of this community will do is help you up your game if you are struggling to get a step in that game. Dude, I it's been a long week, and I'm so glad that I had a chance to kind of check in with you guys. Please like, comment, and share. We are on a mission to create a generation of success. We are on a mission to create a world where your career is not determined by your birth. And in order to do that, we need you to be part of this mission. We need you to be part of this, of what we're driving here. And the way you can do that is kind of liking, commenting, sharing. Easy. You can kind of join our Equality Champions community. You can sign up to one of our talks and events. You can tell people about what we're trying to do here. With that being said, I wish you guys an amazing week ahead. And I'm going to get my colleague Mudupe to kind of end the live. It's been a pleasure, guys. Stay blessed. See you soon. Don't forget, apply to our investment banking opportunity. There's only about another 6 days left. Let's start to diversify those elite professions. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.